Building the buzz and pre-launch. There are so many ways to build the buzz about your product even before you launch it. In fact, that's the time to do it, not after. Getting the word out about the product is the goal, right? Here is how you get that ball rolling. Teasers. Marketers often go for releasing the first look when they want to give the customers a taste of what is to be expected. That is a tried and tested formula and works like a charm. A teaser campaign needs to be planned carefully because its only aim is to create an impact. It grabs the attention of the users and must force them to engage. Behind the scenes. Give the viewers a tour of what's happening behind the scenes. This creates a personal connection between the brand and its potential users. Your creative process is capable of giving them the stimulus they need to pay attention to what you're selling. You don't want to give it to them in its entirety. Remember that we're still only talking about teasers. The idea is to give them just enough to draw them to the launch. As is the case with the launch itself, even here, you want to focus on the human story rather than the specs and features of the product. The goal here is to just create a relationship with the audience. If you want to keep the mystery. Even when you don't want to give too much away, you can create a buzz that will keep the industry and customers hooked to your product. Apple, for example, does not tell you anything about the product. Even after the launch, the product is not available for sale for a while. Despite that, when the product finally is available, there are lines to the end of the block, and they sell millions of gadgets within days. Contact influencers. Striking deals with influencers on what they can talk about to their audience is another way of spreading word of mouth. But you must pick your bloggers wisely. Make sure they have a large organic reach among your target audience or are voices of authority on the subject. You still don't need to give them all details if you don't plan to. But make sure they are exclusive pieces of information to entice them to take the deal. It's called a scoop in the business, and they love it. But you need more than a few pitches if you want them to go for it. And you can't give the same piece of trivia to them all. So, this requires a lot of meticulous planning. While making a list, make sure you are talking to influencers who have a presence across all social media platforms so that the reach is not limited. Go through their accounts and see what kind of brands they promote.